morning. Hey y'all, it's Gord, your hurting and somewhat messy hippie. It is Sunday morning, and one of my better mornings. Excuse that. One of my better mornings for sure. I had a really rough morning yesterday. Although I had a good day before, my ears starting to block, the whatever has been bothering my sinus is starting to dissipate. Finally, maybe that awful medicine is taking effect. I'll be glad when I'm over it. But yesterday I woke up, both ears completely blocked, my nose blocked. I thought, I've backed up. But throughout the day it got better, and I had one of my best night's sleeps, easily in weeks, maybe months, throughout last night. Woke up about 7, which is sleeping in for me. And I'm only starting this now, it's 8:30, because Pasha just woke up. So now I don't like, his bedroom is just right over there. I don't want to wake him up by doing my videos. And this, speaking of Pasha, this video was requested because I spoke of Pasha and how Christmas is different for the Russians. PhD and THC, Joey, love you man, love Susie, tell her so. And that little dog of yours too. That little dog of yours too. I love y'all. Thanks for the subject. And I'm pitter patter. Birchie, get at her. What is different? Well, I went to, not to Russia, I went to Riga, Latvia. Riga, Latvia is half Russian. To give you just a little bit of insight without getting political, it's very much like Ukraine. Half of it is Russian because the Russians have been in control of it for centuries. It's half Russian population, half indigenous, or whatever you want. Not indigenous, I mean Latvian. Latvians originally were Germanic, where Russians are Slavic. But, and Germany owned or occupied Latvia from 1208 AD to 18 something. When the Russians took it over at 19 something, the Russians took it over, made it part of the Soviet Union, and started teaching Russian and it used to be only German, Russian, and Latvian. So they really didn't oppress these people. And they get along really well internally, not politically. It's the same sort of thing as in the States. You'd think that liberals and conservatives, Republicans are 2 feet away from civil war. And that's what they tried to teach us about Ukraine and Latvia and Lithuania and Estonia. When in reality, it's only those in power that are at war. Let's remember that. This is a time of peace, my friends. Christmas, I'm not big into Bible stories. I'm a religious man that doesn't believe the Bible at all. And I'll get into that someday. Maybe we'll talk about it. But I believe in Christmas time being a time of peace, a time of camaraderie, a time when we all say, you know what, our teachings tell us we need to love each other. So let's stick to that theme through this month. Really rude comments about that kind of thing would not last on this channel. I promise you that. I've spent 4 minutes, 40 seconds, and I haven't talked about Christmas there. Okay. They don't celebrate the 25th of December because Christmas to them is the January 6/7. It's those 2 days in which they celebrate the birth of the Savior. That's Orthodox Christian beliefs, that it happened January 6th, 7th. So the 24th and 25th, really, when I was there, yeah, they had a little branch of a pine tree near the window with a few lights on it, and they wished me a Merry Christmas because they respected my rights, but it isn't Christmas for them. It just isn't. They don't do anything with it. Slowly over the years, I think because of local stores and that, and more movement of people, some families dig in on what they call the Western Christmas, but it's mostly very quiet. Everything's open, things are normal. They don't give presents, but their Christmas, January 6th, 7th, has nothing to do with present giving or tree handling or any of the stuff, Christmas follies, seasonal follies, whatever. It isn't about that. It's about going to family, having huge 20-course meals. It's about drinking. It's about making sure you get to church and say hi to God and wish his son a happy birthday. That's what it's about. When do they celebrate? New Year's. New Year's is absolutely incredible there. When I was there, before midnight, we had been to 6 different families and had huge bits of their food and drinks. Mind you, I don't drink, so I was able to make it through this endeavor, and it's quite an endeavor, the New Year's. And then by midnight, at midnight, people on their balconies, on their roofs, and just out in their pajamas in the main foyer area of the grounds, shooting off fireworks left, right, and center. Dangerous, dangerous, exciting, invigorating, scary, and dangerous as hell. Fireworks absolutely everywhere, and then those parties continue. We went to about 10 o'clock in the morning and then finally went to sleep. And yes, they drink right through that. It is their major celebration, and it's when they give presents back and forth. That's why you go to so many parties. If you have people you have presents for, you go to their house and you give them their presents. And you have drinks and you have food, and then you go on to the next place that you have presents for. And there's a lot of gift giving, an awful lot of drinks, a lot of shotskis, and a lot of really drunk people. Very, very friendly, very, very nice. I loved it, but it sure isn't my idea of Christmas. My idea of Christmas is reading 'Twas the Night Before Christmas on Christmas Eve, watching a few Christmas Vacation and The Grinch, letting the kids get to bed and putting the extra Santa presents under the tree and into the stockings, and then wake up in the morning, have a very light breakfast because the kids are going to eat chocolates, and start cooking the turkey. And open the presents on Christmas morning. The turkey comes second. Depends on how big a turkey you have, you know? And that's what it's going to be this year for me. I do not celebrate New Year's like they do. My son usually spends a fair amount of New Year's with his mom because that's their celebration time, and that hasn't changed for her. I don't expect it to. Just because she moves to Canada, people hold their traditions dear to them, and we need to respect that. So, I hope you enjoyed that. That's my introduction. As I said, this month we're Christmas themed, or at least trying, so I need your advice, what you want me to talk about. Peace and cheers, friends. Love and harmony. Happy Sunday. Ignore the hole in my neck. Peace.